This is Eugenio from Genius Coffee and Espresso Equipment. We're now going to go through the parts that need to be greased. So we need to grease the following areas. We need to put grease right on this hinge right here, which the other side as well. Then we got the guides. So right here, this area need to be greased. You don't need to go all the way up because the actual mechanics doesn't go all the way there. Usually it travels for about here, and then it goes back that way, this way. So this is the area. And on the opposite side as well. So from here to, as you can see, this way. Usually I would put it right about here, so that as the brew unit goes up and down, it catches the grease and brings it down. The other section to grease is the piston right here. So with a Q-tip, you're gonna need to go up top like that. You cannot go underneath it. I mean, you got some leeway, but it's kind of squeezed. If you like to try, try to do it. So the way we're gonna do it, now the grease, you have two options. We have the Saeco grease, which comes into this little tube, 5 grams. And then we have our own grease. Today we're gonna use our own grease. Pretty much the same kind of material. This one is actually from Saeco. They're both food grade grease. And they're great for this, for the brew unit. Now, with the use of a Q-tip, we're gonna get some grease. Let's do the guides first. So, for example, I'm gonna go in there and try to get as far as I can. Work it up in there. Kind of like you have to massage it in there. Here we are. Let's do the other side as well. I'm gonna use the other head of the Q-tip. Here we are. And now, right there. Here we are. Excellent. Okay. Let's do the hinges. This is a little bit particular because this side here is not really the side that needs to be lubricated because it doesn't go underneath it. So you want to get the edges. Is that what you want to try to get? Got another Q-tip, a little more grease. And I'll show you how to move it in a second, so that the grease can likely travel around. Okay, so actually before we try to move it, I suggest to do this too. So we want to go up there, as much as you can around the area. There we are. Okay, so what we need to do to move these hinges is to press on the piston that we just greased. So if you see, when I press, that turns up and it moves those hinges. Now, if I press on, when you push on that piston, this comes up, so I can push it back down. So now I make those hinges work. So if I put my thumb here, my index on the piston, and a finger on the other hand here, I can kind of work it in there. There we are. So maybe find one position, push it in maybe with your fingers. Just like that. Move it a little bit more. Just like that. Here we are. And that gets there. That's well lubricated. This is important that you do it at least once a month. as every time that you wash the brew unit, you're going to wash some of the grease off. So remember, once you put it in, you want the two arrows to be matching. It's very important. Once the two arrows are matching, you're pushing this down, okay? And you want to lock this here. To lock that, you need to push this, which is already locked actually now. Here we are. And we can verify that by pushing on here and see it doesn't move. And this is how you maintain your brew unit. Thank you for watching.